Hello, I've just finished taking a few photos and I've got some time left before I have to get back to the motorway. So I'm going to do a sketch. And I had intended to do a pencil sketch, but I forgot my paper. That was a great excuse. So I'm going to use my iPad. I'm going to have to go doing something in Adobe Fresco, which is what I use to do this drawing. I like there's a chisel brush in it, one of the vector brushes, and I really like the feel of that. It's for inking. And the lighting's not brilliant in this place, so an ink, sort of hard, contrasty ink sketch might be the way to go, I think. As for a subject, I've got this rather lovely Type 35 Bugatti. The first thing I do is get down something with a very loose pencil sketch, just to make sure I've got my basic proportions correct. And once that's done, I'll jump in with the chisel brush and start inking in. Let's see how it goes. This is the new experiment for this week, is that I've got a camera, a GoPro type thing attached to my shirt under my chin, so that hopefully you can get a better idea of what I'm doing with my sketch pad. I'll try and make sure every now and again that that's still in view. But this is the sort of style I'm going to be aiming for. So let's head to Fresco. Current screen size. It doesn't really matter when you're working with vector brushes. It doesn't matter how big your document is, because the vector brushes are going to be scalable to any size. I'm going to start though with just a pencil, the basic pencil that comes with it. I'll make it blue as well. I quite like that sort of blue pencil sketch for the rough. And right, let's rough something out. I'll just work out where my eye line is. So my eye line will be horizontal, already out of frame. So eye line horizontal across there. And in relation to the car, my eyes are level with the scuttle. The vanishing point's directly in front of me, because the car's square onto me. So from the scuttle, we've got this, a downward sloping bonnet, and underneath that I've got this rectangle with the cylinder block. And then the slope to that side. I'm not actually going to measure, I'm just going to see if I can, because I'm working digitally, I've got the advantage that I can easily rearrange stuff if I need to. So I'm going to do it by eye, then measure afterwards and see if I need to pull anything around a bit. Move my eye line up a little bit. So that's my guess as to sizes of things. I'm going to just measure with my pencil the height of the opening in the bonnet is so this distance across here it's 2.5 times across there to what that is. So I think mine's probably a bit too tall. So if I make this a bit smaller, so this distance from there to there, it's 1, 2 and a bit. Yeah, it wasn't far off. So let's try and roughly put in where the other stuff is. It's a good idea just to measure or check your measurements on the very first bit you put down, because that's often the bit you're going to keep coming back to for your other measurements. And if that first thing, like the proportions of the cylinder block, if they're not correct, then you're going to be adjusting everything else. So here's my vanishing point on the eye line. So there's a horizontal line coming off this slope, and that's going to be heading to that vanishing point. So whenever I notice that there's a line that should go to the vanishing point, I'm definitely going to use it. because that will again help the drawing stay accurate. So at this stage with this pencil sketch, that's enough detail for the carburettor. The rest I'll put in when I'm inking. I want to get to that fairly quickly really, because that's going to be the fun part. And it might be that when I'm inking, a lot of stuff is just going to be dark shadow, so it's no point drawing it really carefully if you're just going to colour it in black afterwards. So whenever I put something in, a new object, I'm always, before I draw it, checking what else I've got already drawn that I can line things up to. So this part here where the chassis comes through, that comes out. Actually a bit to the left of the opening for the carburettor, so it needs to start there. Much better to do that than to try and just guess stuff, because you can easily end up with a slight mistake on a slight mistake and it gets away from you. And I think we're ready to start doing some inking. Let's see how we get on. How long have we spent so far? I don't know, 10 minutes? I've never been a brilliant inker. It's definitely a skill. But sometimes with this chisel brush I've ended up with results that I liked. Problem with inking is that you've got this feeling that you should be being neat and neatening things up. But I like drawings that are sort of loose and energetic. So it's quite a difficult combination. I'm not doing any shading yet. I'm going to do that on a separate layer in a moment. Just try and get the basic line work down. I'm going to put some faint hatching on there because it is dark in there, even if it's not as dark as the very background. I always think with mechanical objects it's a good idea to be quite tidy with your hatching, because even though this is quite oily and battered, it is still basically very flat-sided, so you'd expect any hatching to go that's following the contours to be quite orderly. One thing that might be nice to try, even though I think it's pretty much finished, I think, is just try and add a bit of colour on another layer underneath. Just get this Bugatti blue. Nice big brush, and just let's see how it looks on the blue parts. It might just help separate them from the other bits. Right, I think I have to call that done. It's time for me to get on the motorway. But I think it was worth doing. It was an interesting little challenge. There's the finished thing. I'll have a look at it in an hour and see what I think of it then. Hope you enjoyed looking over my shoulder as I did that, and perhaps picked up a few useful tips. If you did enjoy it, please do like and subscribe. Otherwise, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you for another film soon.